Good evening, Bahamas. Coming up tonight.
A prominent member of the PLP reveals plans to challenge Prime Minister Perry Christie for leadership of the party. Details straight ahead.
An outspoken MP reacts to the PLP leadership race. That story straight ahead.
A new leader of opposition business named in the House of Assembly, replacing Nico Grant. Swimmer Joanna Evans and rower Emily Morley represent the Bahamas in the Olympics today. We'll tell you how they did. Welcome to our news. I'm KRISTINA McNeil. Thanks for joining us. Topping news tonight, the Progressive Liberal Party's Fort Charlotte candidate, Alfred Sears, confirming that he intends to challenge Prime Minister Perry Christie for party leadership at the PLP convention in November. Simone Davis has the details in this report. Simone?
KRISTINA, the former Attorney General, says his campaign will not focus on personalities, but instead he will run a clean campaign that would only focus on a new vision for the betterment of the country's economy. Sears said his focus will be to inspire young people and give them hope for a better tomorrow.
Well, I feel that the current development strategy that we're on is not sustainable. When we look at the level of debt of our country, the national deficit, and the projected growth rate of 2%, clearly that would not be able to generate the kind of employment that the country needs.
Sears is the first to announce that he will challenge the Prime Minister. Christie has been leader of the PLP since 1997 and has vowed to lead the party into the next general election. Several MPs, including Tourism Minister Obi Wilchcombe, Foreign Affairs and Immigration Minister Fred Mitchell, and Deputy Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, previously expressed interest in the leadership position, but have all declared that they rather wait until there's a vacancy than to challenge Christie. When asked his thoughts on Mr. Christie's leadership, Sears said this.
As far as Mr. Christie is concerned, I am grateful for the trust that he has reposed in me and the opportunities he has afforded for me to give public service.
Sears also added that he's not bothered by those who doubt his leadership skills, as he pointed to the challenges facing the economy. He stated that his campaign is not a campaign against the current party leader, adding that he trusts the democratic process.
And I feel confident that the monitors of the process will be the stalwart councillors themselves. There's no way they will countenance an unfair process, so I feel confident that the process will be fair.
Reiterating that his campaign will not be a campaign against Prime Minister Perry Christie, Sears says all he's asking for is a fair chance. Reporting for our news, I'm Simone Davis. Back to you, KRISTINA.
Thanks, Simone. Well, one PLP MP says Alfred Sears doesn't stand a chance of beating Christie in the upcoming convention. Here's Jasmine Brown with that report.
Miller says it's nothing personal against Sears, but he just doesn't think anyone who runs against Christie can win.
I don't think anyone can beat the Prime Minister at any convention if we have it, but that's what democracy is all about, giving everyone a fair chance to go for whichever office they choose to go for.
Miller says as far as he is concerned, there is no way Christie would ever lose a leadership race at any PLP convention.
That's like asking me if I could go from here to Mars on Bahamas here. Well, this is a spaceship. The question doesn't arise. Because if in any convention we expect that the Honourable Prime Minister will probably come out on top because he is the leader of the party, he has the respect, and he has the support of, I'm sure, most of the people within the PLP.
In June 2015, Miller said he supported Deputy Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis as the next leader of the PLP. The Tall Pines MP also said in a previous interview that he is bothered that Christie might not move off the political scene and enjoy the rest of the time God may give him. But when asked about Christie's leadership today, Miller told our news he believes the Prime Minister has done a good job leading the party in tough times, and he hopes to see Christie serve several more fruitful years as leader of the party.
PM has been our leader now for the past several years since the passing of Sir Lyndon, God bless him. And he is the catalyst of the Progressive Liberal Party. There's no doubt about that. He's our leader, and we respect him as such. He's very knowledgeable. He's been trained by the best, Lyndon. And he and his relationship with Mr. Ingram has put both of them on par with each other as far as leadership. I think he's done a stellar job so far.
Still, Miller says he has nothing but respect and admiration for Sears. He adds that he expects the former education minister will put up a good fight against Christie.
Mr. Sears is a very astute gentleman. I have the highest regard for him as a politician and as a friend. And I expect that he would come to the program.
The PLP has not held a convention in 7 years. Reporting for our News, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Well, just days after suggesting the FNM doesn't have the strong leadership needed to win the general election, Long Island MP Loretta Butler Turner is now urging unity in the party and support for FNM leader Dr. Hubert Minnis. Dana Smith joins us in studio with that story. Dana?
Thanks, KRISTINA. Well, both opposition leader Dr. Hubert Minnis and FNM Deputy Peter Turnquest say the Long Island MP's latest comments are genuine, and they insisted the party is not fractured and will show a united front ahead of the next general election.
In a press statement, Butler Turner asked for forgiveness for her errors, stating those of us who offer for public service must acknowledge error, learn from our mistakes, and then set out to become better public servants. In this spirit, I take account of public criticism, and I hope that any errors of mine will be forgiven. Butler Turner also urged delegates who supported her during the FNM convention to support Minnis, explaining the dire state of the nation demands unity and rejuvenation within the FNM. And she's pledging her every effort towards that goal. Her words represented a turnaround from comments she's made in recent weeks, but Turnquest said they're also genuine.
I believe that she recognizes, as we all do, that in order to present a viable party to the public, that we all need to be unified and on the same page.
At the start of the party's recent convention, Butler Turner spoke out against what many thought to be a sense of unfairness surrounding the event. She accused the Minnis team of being devious and pointed to half-truths and backroom deals. But Minnis today seemingly brushed her prior comments aside and also expressed a desire to start fresh.
I have been called many things for the past 4 years. It's easier just to start from chapter 1 again.
And Turnquest agreed.
Well, I think that there's no doubt that it's been an aggressive campaign on both sides. And during the course of that, some things may have been said that, we may not necessarily want to continue or to stand behind. At the end of the day, it's all about coming together, making each other stronger, supporting each other's weaknesses, promoting each other's strengths, and presenting a viable case to the Bahamian people why their Free National Movement should be the next government.
Minnis said his former opponent's words only confirm his long-standing belief that the party would unite after the convention. He said all FNMs are working towards one common goal, to remove the PLP.
The FNM is united. We are all working together, and we are working with one common goal, and that is to save this country and remove it out of the hands, out of this incompetent, inept government. Thank you, Dana.
It remains to be seen whether the long-standing issues that have been plaguing the FNM will be mended, but Butler Turner indicated she is prepared to accept another nomination to run in Long Island for the party, and Minnis said he's happy to support her. Back to you, KRISTINA.
Thanks, Dana. Well, the Free National Movement has a new leader of opposition business in the House of Assembly. The new appointment comes just days after Central Grand Bahama Member of Parliament Nico Grant stepped down from that post. We learned this morning that his replacement is Bambootown MP Renwood Wells.
With respect to the changes that affect the business of this House, and it reads as thus. I am pleased to advise the appointment of the Honorable Renwood Wells, which would be the member for Bambootown, to the position of Leader of Opposition Business in the House of Assembly.
Grant gave up the post last Wednesday following last month's contentious FNM convention. He was one of 6 FNM MPs who publicly criticized FNM leader Dr. Hubert Minnis. Wells joined the FNM after leaving the PLP amid controversy over a $600 million letter of intent with Stellar Waste to Energy. Wells was the 3rd MP to quit the PLP since the party was elected to government. He's also an avid supporter of FNM leader Dr. Hubert Minnis. His new appointment became effective immediately.